So were you ever getting back to thinking about bringing your own stuff out, or does the industry think, what, is it not worth the effort and it's easy to have?
Okay, great question. So just so that the viewers could know what I'm doing today, all right? Well, to answer your question, but let me give it some context.
Mm,
Uh, I had begun being a local historian a little over 10 years ago here in Queens, preserving the stories in the history of the Black community in Queens. And some of the older people preserving their stories and what they've seen, what they've done. And then I started interviewing people like Bill Curtis from the Fatback Band, DJ Hurricane of Run DMC and the Beastie Boys and Afro's fame. Next thing you know, I'm talking to Salt and Pepper. Next thing shout out to Kim James, who helped me facilitate some of that in Leotis Clyburn and him and all of these people. And I ultimately kind of broke out as on the internet as a person who took my historian work because I got to a position where I began to study under world-renowned historians and getting that schooling, as a
mm,
historian. And here we are today, where I spent 2023 um, as the face of Bounce TV, right on television, doing hip hop history. A lot of it is hip hop history. Some of it is R&B history, gospel history, jazz history. But because last year was such a hip
good.
hop celebratory year, I was doing a lot with that. I've interviewed everybody from Grandmaster Flash to Roxanne Shante to will.i.am to Jimmy Jam. I've interviewed people from Salt, Pepper, Kid, Play,
Mhm.
DMC. I've interviewed just so many people, who are legendary, in these world. I mean, Brenda Russell, people who I just look at, it's just like these are like the ultimate. And that's where I am today. I am doing a lot of those things. I have my hand in on a couple of documentaries. Here's the answer to your question. Because of all that, I'm always recording, I'm always producing, I'm always writing. What I've been doing is scoring a lot of the documentary work that I've been
Mm.
doing. Right now, I tell people like this: I will release 10 albums or none. It just has to make sense. Whatever I
Mm.
do, if it makes sense, I will 1,000% do it. Because as I said, I'm also a minister of music at a church. So I'm singing
Mm.
every week. Every week I'm
Mm.
singing. I feel great, like vocally, like, I feel great, So I'm at a place where I don't have a problem with just scoring all of the stuff that I'm doing. I don't have
Mm.
a problem
Yeah.
producing and writing for other people, nor do I have a problem with releasing an album. I have an unreleased album right now called Basement Vinyl. And everyone that I've played it for has loved it. But my thing is, I care about it so much in a lot of stuff that I do until it has to be put out right. And if it's not, I will sleep like a baby.
But you need to have you need to have a label to push it out, or I mean, or is the incentive, are you at this place where there's no financial incentive to just release music, where if it's coming out it's more for the love and the pleasure?
Yeah. Well, like, listen, I love to perform live. I love to do, um, I love all aspects of it. I love studio life. I love just the composition of it. I love live performing. I love all of that stuff. But if I'm going to do a thing, I would like to, I would like it to be in a position to have the best opportunity to be heard. You
Mm.
know, right now, the opportunities that I have to be heard are speaking. And those opportunities have to do with dissemination of history, because that's another passion of mine. You know what I'm saying? My mother is a retired educator. My
Mm.
father's a retired author. My dad's book right here, Harp Hunters. Like, my dad's a retired uh, a musician, and composer and stuff. And in it, God, blessed me to have that. They're still with me. They're still here.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm a family man. I'm a husband. I'm a dad. I love that as well. I
Mhm.
opened up a cross academy of performing arts, and we are in the Bronx, we are in Harlem, we are in New Jersey, and we're working on coming home to Queens and stuff. So I'm always working. I'm always doing stuff that uh that requires me to be on top of my game as far as performing music, or whether it be playing music, teaching music. I'm not in the classroom as much anymore, but putting other people in positions to teach, to work, to write, to produce, and then telling the story of other people's journey in music. That brings me a lot of joy, and that's a passion of mine. So I've been doing that for the past few years. I'm in a position, my brother, where the opportunities that present themselves, whatever makes sense, I'm with it,
Yeah.
you know.
So in a way, what I've just been trying to do with you to get in your story and capturing it, you're doing that from your local community.
Yeah, yeah. So the Cross Academy is, yeah, that's in New York. Um, the history, I started as a local historian, but I've done stories about that encompass Sam Cooke. I've done stories, reference
Mhm.
to Efficient. I've done stories in reference to Andre Crouch in the Crouch Singers. I've done things that had to do with film, television, sports. I've interviewed Kenny the Jet Smith from the championship Houston Rockets, the two-time championship Houston
Oh yeah,
Rockets.
yeah, with Olajuwon, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's from Queens as well, and so I've been able to it's in totality, because my areas of focus in history is music history, African diasporan history, um, the history of the trajectory of Christianity through Africa, and popular culture. So those are the fields in which I've done it. Now, I also have outliers like sports history and stuff like that. So, man, a lot of things, like I'm a part of a documentary right now that has to do with the marriage between basketball and hip hop. Another documentary that has to do, I don't know if I should say it, but there's another
Mhm.
documentary I'm part of, but you would love it. You would love put it. I can't tell you the concept, but you would love it. I'm an executive producer on it. I'm sorry, I'm a producer on it. And then there's another documentary that I'm a part of that is local, that has to do with the local building that they're trying to save. All right. So, man, I mean, I'm out here just doing what I love, man, because I think, like, I went so long being told what to do, like, sing this
Mhm.
way, do this way, do that way. And it's like, yo, but I love history. I love putting young people in a position to be able to learn something. I mean, in Cross
Mhm.
Academy, for free, these children are taught songwriting, vocal music, instrumental music, various styles of dance, drama. We've done visual art. Okay. Um, you know, I love that, because they're inner city kids that oftentimes don't have the money to be able to take the lessons to do that. But I'm able to bring this stuff into all their communities, and they can do it for free because of how we're funded, you know.
Mhm.
So it's just that's a passion for me, man. I mean, it is a passion. So I'm up early in the morning, going to bed at late with all of these passions,
Oh
but I love
goodness.
it.
Uh, Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that kind of.
Age of somewhere in between.
Us for even loving us on Wish I Didn't Miss You with
It came out with Heat of the Moment.
the F got in the business, I'll be sure. But those are like grown up
business, and she's still making an impact on
4 houses down.
I'm not. I have a couple of pieces.
Trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No. Okay.
They don't understand what Jodeci, Boys to Men, and all
experience for you, and you can actually
and play it.
And all these guys, they all
I mean, I love all different genres.